Okay, this video, what we're going to focus on is we're going to focus on the activity analysis. Now let's just assume that you have been collecting information along and recording attendance and recording activities and categories that you've been working on in classes. And so you want to get a good snapshot of kind of what you've been working on and maybe some of the things that you might have missed, some of the things you might have left out accidentally. So what you can do is you can take a look at the activity analysis screen. And what that will do is that will give you the ability to look up kind of how you're doing. So let's say we want to look at the normal class and maybe the Saturday morning workout. So we're not going to include test prep. All right. Now what you're looking at is you're looking at all the different types of classes that you had between this date and this date. And it's going to go about 6 months in the past, so starting on 2/13/2013 and going back 6 months, that's how it's going to default. What this tells you is that in between these two dates you had these types of classes. Selecting just normal and Saturday morning workout is going to tell you these are the activities that were added to classes during these times. And so what we can see is that within those we've got discussion topics of meditation. The date that was last practiced was 2/12/2013, kicks the same way, and then it will also give you an indication of how long it's been since you practiced. So it's essentially 1 day has been passed, and it'll tell you how many times within this time frame that particular activity has been recorded to these classes. Now this is a summation or a combined view of these two different types of classes. One of the more useful tabs, though, is going to be the unused activities, and what this will show you is this will say these activities were not included on any classes during the last 6 months. Sometimes what this can do is this can give you an idea if you are leaving certain topics behind. I know that some classes have a very strict curriculum. Other classes, other schools, they decide to do things, kind of plan classes as they go, and this is a really useful tool. And I found it even in my own classes to be able to let me know, okay, we're using these techniques, we're not using these techniques. Maybe I need to go in and cover and review these particular things. So what this does is it just basically gives you a breakdown of what things that you have been working on in class and what things that maybe you haven't been working on in class. This is a very simplified view right now, but as you begin to collect more and more classes, as you begin to get more and more data into the system, you can start to see this really kicking in and taking on a fairly important role in planning your classes and making sure that you are covering everything that you're supposed to cover. And that is the activity analysis screen.